Good morning. We're here to cover JADE. Let's start by technical analysis. This is the all history chart going back to 1998, and the stock recently made a new all-time high above 12. We had this big spike up here in the beginning of 2007. So the trend is long-term trend is bullish now. And this is the short-term chart. The stock seems to be consolidating the recent gains between the 23.6 and the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement levels, which is an healthy correction. If it were to come back down to the 61.8% retracement, that would mean this rise was of a speculative nature, and the stock would be bearish then. Perhaps it will continue to correct here until the 50 days moving average approaches the price, and maybe then a new bull leg. Technical overview. JADE's long-term trend is bullish. The stock has been consolidating recent gains between the 23.6% and the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement levels, which is a long-term bullish technical development. Now a bit of fundamental analysis. This is the number of shares outstanding plus market cap since 1997, and you can see the company has a bad habit of diluting shareholders' value. This is the share count rising every year. In fact, at a 14% average annual rate, and the market cap increased about 21% over this 10 years, almost 10 years time span. So this reveals the tendency for diluting shareholders' value, which is a negative. This is a bit of a balance sheet analysis. Long-term debt is now almost zero, which is a positive development, of course. But the current ratio, which is the ratio between current assets and current liabilities, is also weakening and is just 1.66 now. I like to see it above 2. When it is below 2, it reveals short-term liquidity problems, and perhaps that explains why the company keeps diluting shareholders' value. Moving on. This is revenues since 97. There's strong growth here. Estimates for 07 are for 157 million in revenues, and the average annual revenue growth was 26%, and this 8.4% for the industry average is from the year ago levels. It's not a long-term average, it's just for the previous year. So JADE has been outperforming the industry recently. Gross margin is just 27% for JADE and 30% for the industry. Gross margin has been recovering a bit of ground lately, but it was much higher here when the company started, which is kind of strange. Perhaps they changed their business model or something. The price to sales ratio is more or less the same as the industry average. As for earnings per share and net margin, we can see also that the company sold much less in 98, 99 and 2000, but net profit margin was quite high, at between 10 and 16%. So earnings per share then were 64 cents in 98, 70 cents in 99, 67 cents in 2000. And now we're expecting 55 cents for 07. Which is nice growth from 06 and 05, but less than when the company started. And but net profit margin has been also recovering some ground. I'm expecting 5.3% for the total fiscal 07, but it is still kind of low. It should rise some more. The price to earnings ratio is 18.7, and the industry average is 29. So perhaps JADE is still a bit cheap cheaper than the industry here. Let's move on. Fundamental overview. Dilution has been sucking 68% of the market cap growth. That's a big problem. Balance sheet is weak since current ratio is 1.65. Inventories and receivables are rising. Average annual revenue growth is 26% and forward earnings per share multiple is 18.7, and the industry average is 29, but this is trailing earnings. Just a sec. Sorry. Long-term estimates. Considering the company keeps diluting shareholders' value at a 14% annual pace, revenues grow 26% a year, and net profit margin rises to an average of 7.5%. In 2017, JADE will have revenues of 1.58 billion and net income of 119 million. Apply an average 16 times earnings multiple and get a market cap of $1.9 billion. Taking into account the 14% average annual historical dilution, JADE's share price is estimated to grow 10% a year for the next 10 years. So this share count increase historical is what is damaging this company's potential, because the market cap can rise but the share price doesn't rise as much because the share count keeps growing and growing. General overview for JADE. Long-term estimates give me a 10% average annual share price increase going forward, but I look for at least 16% long-term average growth, which is double the market rate. So JADE seems attractive, but not good enough, you know. So my rating for this stock is 6 in a 1 to 10 scale. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.